Hi, my name is Ellen Kirby. I am the Senior Manager of Technical Operations and Senior Enterprise Architect for Bradley, Arant, Boult, Cummings, which is a law firm. We're primarily based in the Southeast. We have 10 offices, a little over 540 attorneys. So we're a distributed but very big shop for a law firm. It's that interoperability between what's in-house and what's in the cloud. I think you can pick some pretty amazing offerings out there for moving your content into the cloud. And there's certainly lots of people using lots of other tools, but for us, what I found was being able to be easily moved in a DR configuration, in a need for a client to have content stored in a specific place, in an accessibility. We want better performance at a specific site, so we're gonna move the content there because of how we've built out our edge platforms. It's really awesome that you can use all these tools together in a way that doesn't ever make you have to integrate an additional expense of a third party to try to automate and manage that, because all the tools are there if you're willing to really invest that time and that partnership with Microsoft. Okay, so by taking Windows Server and running it in Azure, it's interesting because I think that you're able to do some things with it that you can't really do in your primary data center. You have that knowledge, you have that understanding, you know how much you're going to need from a resource perspective in your data center, but you're always going to be thinking about, can I get another 5 servers on there when they called me, because I'm running at this percentage, and I'm looking at my Windows Admin Center interface and I'm thinking, if I spin up this many more VDIs, are we gonna start hitting a point where we're gonna have a problem? When you're putting it into Azure, you're realizing that the sky's the limit, and you can actually put that content out there and configure it in a way where you're not worrying about that. You're not focusing on the gear turning. You're focusing on making sure you're tuning your environment the right way for your company. So Windows Admin Center has been a great tool, and I find that my system admins love it. They love the interface. They love the metrics. They love the capabilities of being able to easily access what they need to do to get their job done. My favorite thing about Windows Server is I love the fact that they never stop fixing the things that you start thinking about as, wouldn't it be great if? So when you go all the way back in time to when I first started touching Windows Server, I can remember thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could access this remotely and I couldn't have to use a third-party tool to connect into this? And wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to go stand in the data center because the guys have the keyboards up really high, so I do this? Wouldn't that be amazing if I could have these things? And as time goes by and as each flavor of the Windows Server comes out, you start to address more and more of those things till you get to a point where you just have a product you can depend on. And when you have a partner like Data On that is really right at the front of the line in the knowledge of what Microsoft is doing with the technology, you can really utilize them so well to make sure that you're staying in front of any of those challenges that come up.